What's going on, guys?
I'll never have to test that.
Yeah, right? What's going on, everybody? We are here. We are live with you like usual. Thank you for being here. Pull up the chat, and I guess whenever we can. And then we'll see who's in the chat room. Everyone's been waiting for a while, it seems. Yep. So everybody watching, if you can't get in through YouTube, go to Instagram. Just go to our page on Instagram. It's Beast Mode NY, DeadCast Live. And you can check us out on Instagram if you have any issues with YouTube. We are here with a very special guest this week. This is Cooper Andrews. Say what's up, Coop.
Yo, how you guys doing?
So I know officially, I mean, you won't really see anybody, but there's a giant chat room that I'm pointing to that you can't see, probably.
Right? Is it like right here? Somewhere?
Yeah.
It's like somewhere in the direction, you know?
Everyone, of course, is very excited to be here. Jeannie and Nick are here. They're really happy to see you.
How you guys doing?
They are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was talking to Jeannie all day. She was telling me about how excited Nick was, obviously, for this.
Awesome.
Along with a bunch of all your fans. This has been probably one of our most hyped podcasts to date. Or actually, I have to use the correct term now, DeadCast, because that's how we've affiliated ourselves with The Walking Dead now. We're now at DeadCast.
In a non-legal, infringing way.
Yeah, in a non-legal infringing way. Correct. So everyone here hanging out with us right now, and you guys have the should we do the Jerry chant? Do you get that a lot where you go? Do you get the Jerry?
Every now and again, I'll walk by and I'll start hearing the chant.
Yeah,
it's fun. Yeah, it's a fun time.
We should. I would imagine.
But if I'm going through the cons, it'll be more staggered. I'll just hear Jerry, 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 Jerry. So all right. Now we have a mission for Chicago, and that's to get. Since we'll be media there this time, so what we're gonna have to do is get just a huge crowd to chant Jerry for you, and you can come out like you're on the Jerry Springer show if you want, We'll have a couple of Kingdomites there. It'd be good stuff. Have you gone into our DMs to pull questions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Ryan's gonna start digging up some stuff that we've had. We don't forget.
You can ask Renee's question if you want.
I do have a request, and she always likes to put me on the spot. We have a follower out in the UK, and her name is Lucy. And Lucy always has our guests do like a little saying for her. She gets all giddy and stuff. Whatever. And I don't want to mess it up, but I'm pretty sure it was ask Cooper if he would say, hold on. I want to make sure it's verbatim, but I'm pretty sure it was, can you ask Cooper if he'll say, Lucy, will you come eat cobbler with me? Or I'll eat cobbler with you anytime, Lucy? I think it was I'll eat cobbler with you anytime, Lucy.
Well, Lucy, I will eat cobbler with you at any time. A spot of tea.
Yes. Of course, there's going to be a lot of cobbler questions.
Excellent.
So let's get this one out of the way. And I think I know the answer to this because I heard someone ask you a couple weeks ago. But what's the favorite cobbler?
Raspberry.
Yes.
Ooh, raspberry.
Raspberry cobbler. Now, I can honestly say I have never had cobbler in my life.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Do you make cobbler or you don't have to anymore, right? People just send it to you, and you have to just you have somebody else eat it.
They come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I meant to bring you cobbler," and I'm like, "Well, luckily I brought it since you forgot, So yeah. I usually have it for people, and if it's in a place where I have some roots too, so I can get to a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
If I get to a kitchen, I make the cobblers.
Wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll go to a local spot or the closest spot and give out food for people who wait in line because those are some long lines sometimes.
They really are. I mean, in Jersey, how much
people brought you a lot of cobbler, right, in Jersey?
Not a lot. No. I gave out a lot, though.
Oh, you gave out a lot. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right.
I gave out a lot of cobbler.
We didn't get any cobbler, Ryan.
No, we didn't. But you know what's actually really funny? That reminds me because like one of my favorite comedians is Gabriel Iglesias. And he mentions how, like, 12 years ago, he mentioned that he likes chocolate cake at one special. And, like, every single show he's gone to, he's got at least 2 full chocolate cakes. And then he talked about how his stepson needed deodorant because he is terrible at wearing deodorant. And he, like, had BO and stuff. And, like, the very next show he went to, like, I think it was actually, like, in Albany, New York. Yeah, and people brought him rolls of, like, Old Spice deodorant. And he was like, I'm never mentioning stuff like that ever again.
Yeah, I definitely heard the chocolate cake thing. Right. But that's what I could imagine. I would imagine, like, oh, well, Cooper likes, cobbler, so peach cobbler everywhere he goes.
Not as much as you think.
Well, that's good because, I mean, God, what happened with Eugene with the pickles, right?
With the jar of pickles.
He gets pickles everywhere he goes. He said he could start his own deli.
Even our friend Denise, AJ Sweet Soap, she made him didn't she make him the jar of pickles soap?
I think so, yeah.
Because she makes soaps, and she made him the jar of pickles.
Yeah. They make some really cool soaps, actually.
Have you gotten a cobbler soap yet?
I have.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
We have our own very soap, too, that Denise made for us. It's behind me somewhere. She made us our Beast Mode DeadCast soaps, which was awesome because she just did it out of nowhere for us. And, it's nice having friends like that.
Yeah. Well, she's a super friendly lady, yes.
And it's actually very cool that the banner that soap is designed off of was actually made from a cast member from The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Blaine, Rincon. He's a savior.
Yeah, he's a savior. He plays one of the saviors.
I can never pronounce his name right.
He's with Gavin's squad there.
Yep.
But, all right. So let's talk about what you got going on. What is Cooper up to these days?
We are can't say much about that, but I'm going to be shooting Shazam pretty soon. I'm excited about that. Really excited about that.
That's awesome.
But it's I did that. Then I shot I directed a short film a few weeks ago. It was like a little action comedy thing that we have. Me and my buddy were trying to decide which way to stop this villain. So I decided to take the elevator while he decides to take the stairs. And as we keep going up, we keep fighting more and more people to our annoyance. So we'll see how well that goes.
Yeah, I was watching some of because you posted some clips of that with the fighting up the stairs and stuff like that. And
we put? Oh yeah. I guess on my stories.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be some cool stuff. Some people are taking some like nasty stunts. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
And putting it together has been a blast.
That's awesome. I mean, I mean, you do a lot physically, man. I mean, you've posted. I've seen some stories, with either on Instagram or somewhere. But even when you do the axe training, you train your ass off, man.
Yeah, I figure if I'm gonna have to work out, then I'm gonna do it all the way.
Make it fun too, swinging a freaking axe around.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, does that thing? How much weight you got in it? How much does that thing really weigh? The one you're using to train with.
The video that everyone's seen, that was the light one. That was the fake one.
Oh, okay.
I did it. I'd practiced a lot of the moves with the heavy one, like swinging and going through it. But I was trying to make it look. I was working with the heavy axe so that I can make the light axe look heavy. Because that's a hard thing to do. You'll see a lot of people pick up something that should be heavy and they just pick it up effortlessly. And I wanted to hammer down the fact that, especially since we're getting overrun, that if I'm moving that axe like it's a lightsaber, I mean, then there's going to be a lot of questions as to, well, how come you didn't just like slice everyone's head off? It's like,
right.
Well, we were exhausted. We had to fight through all this, and then the axe itself, being like, you know, a lot of weight.
Yeah. Well, so the one you use on set is actually a really heavy. I mean, that's really heavy. A real heavy axe, or
Yes. It's only when I'm doing any type of, if I'm doing any kind of stunt thing, or if if I do any kind of stunt, then it's definitely going to be the foam. If it's on my back, most of the time it was a fake one, and then there's a few times it was real, but I prefer the fake one because the real one will just start digging into your trap. When you start running, you know, the axe wants to hop down. So at the end of season 7, I tried using the real axe at the end of season 7, and it kept like swinging down. I was like, all right, this is killing.
This is how Cooper gets decapitated running around on set.
Running with an axe. Yeah.
How did Cooper lose 4 fingers on one hand? I don't know.
Shaved half his trap off. All right, well, I got my first note, my first piece of paper in here in my hand, full of questions, and I have a shout out as well. I was supposed to do this at the very beginning, and this is from Michelle, Whole Lot of Crazy on Twitter. She is currently she's a Minnesota person, so she's a little down in the dumps right now that obviously her team lost a few weeks ago, and we'll touch on the Super Bowl too, while we're at it. But she just wants to say, she wants to be the first to say, "Hey, Cooper."
Hello.
All right. So, real quick, what'd you think of the Super Bowl?
I thought it was a great game. I was just so. This season for me was probably the hardest for me to watch football, just because of how much I was traveling and everything. But I also. I mean, I'm a Falcons fan. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just that beating from last year just still took it out of me a little bit this year.
Nah.
So I was just happy to see it was a close game the whole way through. And, I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of food. So, I mean, I can't complain about that part of it. But, yeah, as far as the game went, I thought it was good. I didn't have a horse in the race, you know?
No, not at all. I was just happy to not watch the Patriots win. You know, it's like Groundhog Day in the Super Bowl. It's like, fourth quarter, 1 minute left. Wonder what's going to happen.
At this point, they just seemed like, I mean, how many rings do we need?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tom Brady, I don't know, guy's 41. He says still wants to play. I don't know. All right, so Ryan, our boy Hercules. This is actually now Hercules likes to ask the good ones. He says, "Do you think the guy you killed when you saved Ezekiel? That's the guy sliced in half, right? Yeah, right. Is that the guy sliced completely in half? Is that the guy we're talking about?
Yeah.
He wants to know if you do you think he looks like Jim Carrey and Jeffrey Dahmer had a kid?"
There was definitely, there's a lot of. They really went for the Dahmer look on this with him.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not going to argue against it, but what was just so funny was how good he was, because I wanted to kill him, and he's like, he's a sweet, friendly guy, everybody on the set, and I just remember I was there for when he killed Carlos, and I was just staying on set, just watching it, so I can just have all this in my head, seeing all my, because we worked with all these people, we worked with a lot of the background. We worked with them for, over a year at this point, and it's like, oh, bye everybody, so it's kind of so what he looked like to me was just a dead man, so that's how I took it until we were done shooting.
He's a dead man walking. Now, and I mean, would you put that down as probably was that like one of your most favorite kill scenes?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that scene, and then the killing the two walkers after I get to pick up the sword, the sword and axe combo, which I've never seen. That was like, I was like, all right, we're doing this. Hell yeah. But yeah, it was one of my favorite kills. And that episode, I mean, I've been trying to like kind of like chase that feeling from that episode is just because I put everything I could into that episode. There was everything I could, you know, and I put everything I can in everything I do. Just I was really happy with how it came out.
Yeah.
With episode 4. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. So we have Renee on Instagram now. She's Renee. She's the eye. I guess
yeah.
she's the eye.
Yeah.
You know the eye apparently.
I know the eye.
You know the eye. So there you go, Renee. He knows the eye. She wants to know, how did it feel going from a sound guy to playing Jerry? I didn't know this. This is amazing.
Well, I mean, I was a sound guy for over a decade, and I had done the other AMC show, *Halt and Catch Fire*, for 3 seasons before I started on *Walking Dead*, and it's still the difference between being on *Halt and Catch Fire* and I guess being on *Walking Dead*, because it is a question: how does it feel to be a sound guy and then being an actor? Being a sound guy and then an actor on *Halt and Catch Fire*, I was trying to use like my technical knowledge, and try and help myself and help the crew as best as I could with what I knew, so that I wouldn't, be messing things up with not knowing about the technology. But with *Walking Dead*, it was a different story because I had boomed on the show for second unit. So that means second unit means like a day here, 2 days here.
Yeah.
Or come in for a scene, which I've done. And then being on the show that you boomed, that is definitely a weird feeling. But I guess even as a crew member, you sort of feel like you're a part of it.
Right.
Regardless, you still feel like you are involved in this world in some way, which is cool. Which is why I really, really like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest thing was that, it's like, oh wow, this is coming around. I remember I used to be, putting a microphone in this person's face. So there's been a lot of callbacks to a lot of things that I had done earlier in my career, and that I got to sort of come full circle with as an actor, which has been awesome. I guess the story would be, when we shot. So when we shot that last episode 8, there's a scene where we're all in the car and we're all just like staring ahead. And season 5, I had boomed Andy. He was in a car. He was in a car that was maybe, he was in a car in front of a wall, and the side had no dialogue. And so I was like, all right, I'll just stick the microphone outside, get perspective from there, and see how it goes. And then he just starts like yelling and hyping himself up. He's like, "Gah! Ah!" I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna throw the microphone in. I guess he has lines I didn't know about. And so I throw the microphone in the car, and then he's like, "Ah! Ah!" and action. Ah! And I was like, what just happened? I was like, what just happened? And it was just so he can get himself in that frame of mind. It was so funny because then, 3 years later, I was in a car 50 feet from where we had originally shot that scene, and I did the same exact thing. So I thought that was like super cool. So I was in the car when we were shooting that episode 8, and we're driving, and I just go, ah! And then just go and stay in it. But it was a fun trick, and it was cool that I got to like do it again, almost in the exact place where we did it the first time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool. So that's coming full circle. So I don't know, where did you exactly did you aspire to be an actor, or you know what I mean? Like, was that something? How much have you done, growing up and stuff?
I mean, I never aspired to be an actor. I just wanted to make movies with friends. That was kind of. I mean, it's it's a job where you can work with friends all the time. But yeah, no, I never aspired to be an actor. I just wanted to do whatever I could to make a project. And then whether it was lighting something, doing the sound, just, picking up stuff. I mean, I just did every single thing. And then, I loved doing all of it. And then eventually, when acting started to become a thing, I was enjoying it just as much as I had enjoyed doing other film stuff. But this acting definitely gives you like a connection to the story that you don't quite get, as a crew member.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And obviously now you're really enjoying it,
Oh yeah, no, a lot of fun. I mean, I get to, yeah. I mean, I love acting. I love all of it. I mean, I really do love all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a fun process to from beginning to end all of this.
Awesome. All right, so Jeannie and Nick, what is they want to know? What is your favorite quote for Jerry?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of good moments. I mean, I like where he says, "Dude, yes, I do." But the to me will always be the well said line. From my first episode, I've told people this before, but there's something about it where I didn't even, when I did the audition, I never read it as a pun. Like, it was like, what, I had so many versions of the character, and then one day I was like, oh, I guess that's a pun, and so when I finally got around to it, and we finally shot that scene, I was like, okay, I get Jerry now. I get him. So that was from Well Said.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as, we always like to ask people about, backstory for their characters. So, I mean, here you are, you're pretty much the king's second hand. I mean, are you onto, do you think Jerry's do you think he was onto that whole, fake face he was putting on for everybody? Or was Jerry a really strong believer until Ezekiel told him, look, I'm not that guy?
I think Jerry is still a believer of what Ezekiel is. And I do think that was just who he was. I think that was what his character was. I think, again, everyone at this point, everyone's lost a lot of people. Everyone's seen death. It's happened in front of them, but it's a different mindset that these people are in now than I guess when they first came into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
But the thing about Jerry is that I think he didn't let that change. I really don't think that this experience has let him change his humanity in any way. And I think he'll always kind of keep that. I hope.
Yeah. Well, that question was from Lisa too, by the way. She also wanted, there's a second part to it where she says, scroll up a little bit. I was actually reading it. It's that way.
What?
Keep going.
I'm trying to get questions. What's
I know. Keep going. It's right here.
It's on the list. Why are we skipping the list?
I'm not skipping anything.
I have a system.
It's right here. I have a system too, and it was right in front of my face, and I liked it. Who do you think needs the act from Ezekiel more? Do you think Ezekiel himself or the community?
Oh, I thought you said the axe. I was like, who do you
who do you think needs Ezekiel's act more?
I think he himself or the people. I think, I think the people need it. I think everyone in the kingdom needs that.
Mm-hmm.
Needs him to be that way, and yes, it's an act, but it's at first maybe, but now I feel like to me the kingdom that is what it is, it's not Ezekiel putting on a show, it's just Ezekiel running his community, and that's how he does it.
Yeah.
Not through like chicanery or some kind of deception. Just that's how he sees it and handles it. Yeah.
Gotcha. We got another one from Jeannie Nick. It said, she goes, "Did you hear us scream, 'Oh hell no,' when the Savior pushed you down the ramp out of the truck?" I think everybody yelled, "Oh hell no!" It's like, "Oh hell nah!"
Got the head bob and everything.
I was like, "No, you didn't." That's Jerry. All right, so Tiffany. Tiffany's question is, how exciting was it to chop Gunther in half? Oh, I think we kind of might have already touched on this one, but to chop Gunther in half and go full beast mode on so many walkers. And of course, there's our beast mode reference. Thank you.
For me, it was finally. I've been wanting to do that for so long, so it felt so good, even though it was like 100 plus degrees, and I was getting a heat rash from the fabric and the armor being on me the whole time. We'd have downtime between setups, but not a lot of downtime between takes. So
yeah,
when I went from picking him up, swinging the axe on the gate, and then stabbing the walkers, I did that as one take a lot of the time.
Wow.
We'd switch out axes. So when I'm hitting the fence, that's the real axe. That's me swinging the real axe. And I had to control it, which makes it a lot harder because I couldn't hit they were afraid if I hit the lock or the hinge that the door would break. So I had to aim for the and in between it. So I was like...
They're like, look, we only built this to like bear so much pressure, so maybe give us 50%, Jerry, not 100.
I was like, so having to do this motion, then slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down, so you couldn't do like a full momentum into it.
And what would you say that axe weighs? Like, it's got to be at least 30, 40 pounds, maybe.
I was told 28.
Okay. So close to 30.
Yeah. I mean, it was heavy, but then someone else said it was lighter, and honestly, I can't. I mean, if it's under 30 pounds, I'm not going to tell a difference.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna say it's 30. We're going with 30.
Yeah. We'll stick with the 28ish.
Yeah. Gay wants to know. Gay's another UK follower here. Gay wants to know: are you bringing Cobbler to Walker Stalker Con London?
If I can, I won't be bringing it from the U.S.
You're gonna have to make it there, I think.
Yeah, I think that might have to be something where I'm gonna have to find a kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were in Atlanta, we had so many people trying cobbler, so many British people trying cobbler for the first time, and it was the funniest thing. They're like, "Ooh, it looks," and then they ate it, and they're like, "This is amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." See you in London.
So Gay, there you go. He can't bring it probably, but he's gonna have to try to make it.
Yes.
Gay is she is the Savior Queen. That's her official name. She's always hanging out with the bad guys, But
Gay Martina.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure. Yes. Everybody knows Gay. There's not anybody who doesn't know Gay.
I see so many names, but I definitely remember hers.
Yes, and she's everything to us. She's such a special woman to us. Gay has done so much for us. I mean, yeah, just one of those people that you're happy you met in your lifetime.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're to meet England.
Yes. She will. You'll know. You'll know it's Gay. Don't worry. Question from Linda out in France. Linda always brings the bangers, man. She brings hardcore stuff. She wants to know: do you have a common point with your characters, like his humor? I always have to try to decipher a little bit because of the way So I think she wants do you or you and your character in common?
Cooper, me, I really like comedy. I really like different people's comedy and different styles. And getting to play different kinds of funny is something I want. I like to be able to do if I can. So yeah, Jerry's comedy to me is more of he's so good natured. It's kind of just funny in a sense. Like like he almost has a way of like sharing his joke. Like he's able to make people see why he thinks something is funny. Yeah. And he's not trying to make a punchline. He's not trying to make someone laugh. He's just trying to make someone feel better. And sometimes that happens to be the way they make him, but sometimes that just happens to be his kind of humor. I guess it's good humor. And mine, I just tell lots of horrible jokes. So,
like in real life, you're like, wait, I got one, guys, I got one.
Everyone, shut your mouth.
So
blow your mind.
Oh wait, do you have one ready? You got a joke for us, like right?
Horrible jokes.
Like right meow.
Oh no, I don't do.
Oh, we can't do it. Yeah. I was gonna try to have you tell like a terrible joke right now.
Oh no, I mean not like that's terrible. Like wow, that's terrible.
That's just yeah.
Oh, not real jokes.
It's like, wait, you tell that at parties?
After jokes like that, I'm surprised you go to parties.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's me in a nutshell.
I gotcha. Another one from Linda. It says, Do you understand why Richard betrayed the kingdom?
I don't think Richard betrayed the kingdom, but I know his reasoning for what he was doing. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't condone it, and Jerry didn't condone it, but yeah, Richard was seeing that this was continuing to live under the rule of the saviors was slowly going to weaken everybody to the point where we have no choice but to do what they want. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of life it was going to. While with now he was trying to be the one to get himself killed. I mean, he was trying to be the one to start things. And so, like I said, I don't agree with it, but I understand what he was doing. And I don't think it was from a place like it wasn't him trying to like twiddling his thumbs, trying to do some evil scheme. He was trying to free the kingdom from being held by the saviors.
Right.
But he did get Benjamin killed, so
yeah. I'm sure. What and going back to the previously about your character and the lightheartedness kind of stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the besides you being you and people just loving you, but your character is that lighthearted person in this world that's just shit. So like whenever like you're on a show and like Ezekiel has to make a comment to you like like Jerry, he gives you that like that start Jerry, so but and that's the thing, like you're that lighthearted big teddy bear in the apocalypse, who when you piss him off and you do the wrong thing, and you affect his people, becomes this axe wielding nightmare, and it's then you see the other side of Jerry.
Yeah.
So, but I think like for me and your character itself is just the fact that like you are you bring in like that lightheartedness, not comedy, but just you'll get the smile and laugh whenever Jerry's got a scene at least a little bit unless you're watching him slice somebody in half and then you're like fuck yeah. Like that's the shit I've been waiting for. So I mean that and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on that one. I mean
no.
Like, no. He's scanning for more questions. Unfortunately,
sorry. When I get focused, man, I'm in the zone.
I was laughing at.
Stephen Sweet says, "Tell Jerry I said, tell Cooper I said hi. and they miss Coop in Georgia.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Sweet, it's cool.
Yeah, I know.
That's good people. I can't wait to meet them.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm looking forward to May when we go down there because, I'm just gonna have Steven take us on a tour and hang out with him and probably have a beer or something. But what else we got? Let me see. We got one from. There's another one from Renee. Renee wants to know: Were you a fan of the comics or anything like that before being on the show? Whether it was,
But to cancel to even end the rest of that question, it's I will eventually read them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just I was such a fan of the show from the beginning that I didn't know it was comics until season 4. I was like, oh, there's a comic book. It's already like so. At that point, I was, to me, it's just I want to know the show. I guess it's yeah. I get it's two different. I mean, to me, it's two different stories. It's two different. It's different things. I guess which is what the this mid-season finale is showing, but I don't. Sometimes I don't like seeing like, oh, if they did this from this, it would have been way cooler. I like just having it be their own thing, like seeing them as their own thing. But that's me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and how are you about the whole? Well, I know you don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've heard about the comics, so you know that the direction the comics has gone in. I'm sure. Yeah. Where obviously Carl is still alive and he's going to, everyone's got the theory that he'll be the one that tells this story in the end and stuff. So, I mean, are you, like, how do you feel about the severe right turn that they've taken or left turn they've taken on this with, that all, everything going on with him, I guess dying, I mean, as far as we know.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'll always just repeat what has been said, but I mean, it's a bite.
Yeah.
We know what bites do.
Yeah.
And to me, I mean, fan-wise, it sucks. I really like Carl. Just like even just going back and watching like season 1 again, and then just how he quickly steps up. He wants to help from the beginning.
Right.
And it's such a. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. No, but it's going to be, I get it, I mean, the story, things do have to change, but I mean, I'll just, I'll roll with it like I always have and just, see what's up next. But yeah, I mean, as a fan, I'm sad. I mean, as a fan, I'm really sad.
Yeah, and that's definitely the overall consensus, but...
But the guy that does Chandler, I mean, obviously he's going to kick ass, and obviously he's going to do a shit ton of stuff. So
yeah,
I am really excited about that.
Can you do like a really good choral?
Carl?
Choral?
Oh, Carl, yeah, I know. It's Ross told me something once. He's like, It's never good luck to imitate people you work with.
Yeah, no, we always ask like something like does anybody like ever do this? Like, does anybody ever try to be like, Andrew and be like Coral? Try to pull it off like he does.
I know Norman does it a lot at cons and stuff like that when he does like main stage panels.
Yeah.
He tries to make fun of Andrew all the
time. We got a question from Lisa. She wants to know how is it working with Kari?
Oh, it's amazing. Kari's been such an awesome friend from our first day of meeting each other till now. He's a guy that when he wants to collaborate, which is all the time, but when he collaborates, I mean, he really is able to pull something out of you and we just start working together so often that it just makes it so much fun. I mean, yeah, it's a blast. Working with Kari is a blast.
Yeah, I mean, are you guys like together as much as it like really seems? Because I mean, I know a lot of the cast members, because obviously just being at cons or whatever, like you always see them. They're always traveling together, or always groups, taking photos and stuff like that. So I mean, do you guys like spend a decent amount of time together, or?
Yeah. We with a lot of the Kingdomers, we all find time. But yeah, when we're filming, we do a lot of stuff together. Then being trying to line up, like he'll be at one convention, me being at another convention. But yeah, we hang out as much as as much as we could.
Yeah. I saw
he's got his awesome family, that he likes to spend time with, and his beautiful daughters. It's really funny. He always tells stories, and like if we're on set, he'll chat with them, and we'll all be waving in the background, and it's really cool.
Yeah. And now did he have a skiing accident recently?
Yeah, but he was trying to fight a mountain.
And he lost.
Yeah, he just dislocated his shoulder, and it goes back in. I think he should be back to 100% by now. But we did this small con in LA, and like he and I are really big on hugging everyone. Like we like to hug. We're huggers. I think it's the Southern in us, and this time he's like, I can't hug people. And then people would hug him, and you'd see he's like, and he's like sweating by the end of it. He's like, okay, have a good day.
Slide me a painkiller.
He was like, okay.
I can imagine that pain. That pain is real. I separated my shoulder a long time ago, but you don't forget stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Never my shoulder, but my knee. My knee was not fun either.
Ugh, it's gross. I'd like mess with my kneecap and like make it move, and it grosses me out. I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that.
And you know that thing where they always say like old people with arthritis, like whenever like there's about to be a storm, their like joints start hurting.
He's upstairs.
I thought that was a myth until like my knee started acting like that just because of the damage it's had, and yeah.
Any major injuries or anything like that throughout the life?
No major industries. No major injuries, but I'll definitely feel that tightness of the bones and that throbbing that happens, like in the calves and the fingers and the elbows and the lower back and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, all right. I mean, obviously, you're like, I have the photo, and I told you when we spoke live, I was like, I've only felt like small a few times in my life. And taking that picture next to you, I was like, all right, Jerry's a big dude. Like, Cooper's a big guy. And so, I mean, like, do you is a gym something you're in your normal regimen? You just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lift a lot and I eat a lot.
Which is perfectly fine. It's okay in my book.
No, I do. I have my chest days, my back days, my front leg day, my back leg day, my shoulders, my arms. I'll work on. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I've been boxing a lot recently this past few months, and probably like around 5 days a week.
Yeah, good stuff. Get it in. Busy life, got to get it in.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that.
You know who also made me small? I forgot who it was. It was one of the Sons of Anarchy guys at Jersey. Ryan.
Yeah. Oh my
dude,
God.
he's a skyscraper.
Ryan Hurley? Is that his name?
I think it is, right?
Hurst.
Ryan Hurst.
He's like 6'7".
It was funny because like we were with Oscar Rodriguez and his wife Casey, and we're at their booth, and so Casey's like, guys, come here. We're like, what? Because it's our first Walker Stalker, so we're still experiencing everything for ourselves, And she's like, look, it's one of the guys from Sons of Anarchy, and I'm like, which? Oh,
the guy who could like step on my head.
When his last episode, in Sons of Anarchy. Oh god, that sucked.
Yeah.
Hated.
We have a question from we call her Pi. So, but Pi,
we can't pronounce.
we can't pronounce Pi's real name. She's in another one of those places far, far away where it's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. They're dedicated around here, man. Like the UK is probably around like midnight, 1-ish. You know, France, all of them. They're all early in the morning right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
But Pie wants to know: can Cooper say he loves pie as well as cobbler?
Can I? Yes. Will I mean it?
Oh, wow! You don't like pie?
I love pie.
Oh, see, you love pie.
I love pie. Just
Not as much as cobbler.
All right. Like, I guess this is true with cobbler. All right, for me, pizza. I mean, I consider myself a pizza snob as well. I would say that. But I'm still gonna eat crappy pizza and not like mourn it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but there's some foods where I'm like, I can't eat this. It doesn't taste like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how I am with pie and cobbler. Like, if it's not good, I won't eat okay pie.
Right.
I don't eat okay pie. So, with that said,
yeah.
I like cheesecake. I like apple pie. I love raspberry cobblers. I love peach cobblers.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I hope.
I like things when I like them.
Right.
I'm not gonna choose between pie and cobbler. You can't make me.
I hope you know that all Pie heard out of that entire thing
is that you love pie. That's all she heard.
There you go.
After you said I love pie, she went blank, blind, deaf, everything. Doesn't matter anymore.
She was like, I am good.
I'm ready to go.
Night's complete. He loves pie. Gotta go. Good night, everybody. Oh, boy. All right.
See, Jessica's got it right, though. She goes, I'm a snob with pizza. The New Yorker in me, I guess.
Yeah. You know Jessica.
You know Jessica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's the best.
So they are your Kingdomites. They're cosplayers. They come in like a group of 30. I'm like, holy crap. They have banners and everything.
They're cool. They're also just cool people.
Yeah.
They are really.
I mean,
I really like their photo op they did with you. I think they did with you and Kari, I believe.
At this past one,
Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Jessica was the one that she got me on with when we had all the hurricanes going on. You know, she gave me the info for the animal rescue. So it was really cool. Really cool there.
Yeah. No, well, that's how actually Jessica and I like really connected. Was over the animal rescue thing at first, so that was really cool. Here we go. All right, Linda wants to know: did you ever think that Jerry would be among the only survivors in the kingdom?
No, I did not. I'm happy for it. Of course, I'm happy for it. I just get sad every time we lose someone, especially from the kingdom. You know, when I first got Jerry, I mean, I really had no clue who this guy was. I mean, I say like once I said well said, that's when I started figuring him out.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like towards the end of that first episode. So we had shot all this other stuff that I was like, okay, I'm not sure how to do this, and I got a scare last year when they're like, oh, we're going to do a makeup test. And it was when I hit across here. I didn't know that. I just heard I was doing a makeup test. So I was just ready. I was like, okay, this is it. But yeah, no, this is the kind of show where I'm just appreciative for every moment they give me. And especially for being on a show that I absolutely love. So, I don't think much more of it than one episode at a time for me, just because of how surreal everything's been.
It's true. I mean, and then everybody always talks about the dreaded phone call that they get. So we've heard plenty of stories about that one.
And we always make jokes about our guests being on our podcast and them getting like the AMC laser dot sight on their chest, whenever they're skirting that border,
Who did that happen with?
Those curtains.
Yeah, that happened with somebody. Was that Peter?
I definitely think it was
It was
Peter.
Peter and James. We had
Peter
and
Zimmerman
James
and James Chen.
We had them on, and all of a sudden Peter's Skype dropped on us, I think. And we were like, oh shit, the AMC police got him.
That's Kirkman and Gibble pulling the plug.
Yeah, Kirkman and Gibble got him. So it was good.
It was good timing, it really was.
Question from Steven. He says, ask Coop if he got these Skybound shirts.
Yes, I did. Yeah, we just moved. When I came back, I came home to a new house, and so all my things were all like, you can see my room's still kind of like a wreck, but I do. I have the shirts and I have the figures, and I was actually gonna write back to the people at Skybound. So
Very nice.
Expect a letter.
There you go, Steve.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, no, it was awesome. He hooked me up and set it up with them. Yeah, I've just been had my head up my own butt that I forgot to say thank you. So yes, thank you very much, Stephen. And I'll set that letter out.
And congrats to Stephen as well, because recently he announced that he's not pregnant, but his wife is pregnant. They're going to be having a baby.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Stephen and your wife, your family. That's great news.
Real quick, congratulations to Lucy. She's an aunt again.
Oh, Lucy. Yep. There you go. Congratulations, Lucy. You're an aunt. People are just having babies. It's great.
She announced in the chat earlier. We were kind of skirting by it. I didn't want to slow our momentum, but...
Awesome. Another question from Linda. Would you follow Carol if she became the leader?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think when you see in the first few episodes this season, or even when actually this whole first half of the season, a lot of it's Jerry with Carol and like taking Carol's lead. I think that's why when Jerry writes the letter to Ezekiel, I mean he went with Carol, so I definitely think he would respond quite easily to her being a leader. I think that's because he can tell how much Ezekiel puts his trust in her as well. So I think that's why.
All right. Sure. I mean, who wouldn't want to follow Carol? I mean, if you know anything about the woman, I mean, Christ, she's so badass. I'd be like, I'll follow her. I'm good.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go with her. I'll probably have a better chance of surviving that way.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I mean, Rick definitely has this like black cloud above him where people just kind of die left and right around him.
Yeah. What's Jerry's opinion of Rick and the Alexandrian group?
From the what they know, I mean, I think he sees. I mean, to me, how I play Jerry, it's very much. I feel like Jerry reflects how the kingdom feels on a lot of things, and so maybe we don't want to go out killing all these people, but we do know that this is the best way, and Rick is a good person, and I think I definitely think everyone in the kingdom knows that and sees that.
Yeah.
So I think if there was a problem, Jerry would have probably said something if he thought something didn't feel right. But yeah, he's with Ezekiel, he's with the kingdom, and ergo he's with Rick.
Okay, we're about to hit the 1 hour mark, and I usually like to ask: do you got some more time for us, or do you have anything? Do you have to go to?
I do have to get to the training in a little bit. To get set for that. Yeah.
Got like another 10, 15 around there? 5, 10, 15?
Like 10 more minutes, yeah.
10 more minutes? Perfect. We'll bang through these, and we'll get you ready to go and train. Where it's what, 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
So lucky. I wish it was only 5 o'clock here right now. All right, Francine, real quick. She wants to know: are you coming back to Walker Stalker, New Jersey this year? Or I guess, this year.
I hope to. I really hope to. My cousins are from there. I like getting to stay. I mean, I really like Jersey. I lived there when I was a kid. So I hope, if I get, it's really just up to them. If I get invited, I'll be there. Yeah.
You'll be there, Hunter. I've got strong feelings. You'll definitely be there.
I have a feeling I'll be there, but no guarantees.
Yeah.
So,
Aaron wants us to let you know, Cooper, you have a great smile.
oh, thank you. My mom gave it to me.
Got it from his mama. I'm not sure where the Christie's. Has it been a while? Has it been a while since you have had cobbler, by any chance?
Has it been a while since
Yeah.
I've had cobbler?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have to think about it, probably.
Yeah, cobbler. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
It's been a while since I've had cobbler.
Do you go through cobbler withdrawal?
No.
It's on the paper. I gotta read it.
It's not a withdrawal. It's more of like a sudden craving that you get when it comes to cobbler. You don't feel like, oh, I need cobbler, but you do think, oh, I need cobbler.
Yeah.
Like it's, yeah.
Like it's midnight and you're like, man, cobbler time.
You know, sounds really good right now. Some cobbler.
Yeah, it's never like 11 in the morning when that's a good time to process. If you're gonna eat some crappy food, I like to do it sooner than later. It's always like, oh, I'm getting tired. Eat some cobbler and then rest my head a little bit.
Let the sugar coma settle.
Yeah.
Question from Jessica. If you were given a choice in deciding Jerry's background, would you make him one of the kingdom's founding members, or did Jerry get welcomed later on? That's a really good question.
Right, that is a really good question, Jessica.
I don't know if I'd prefer one over the other, but I definitely think he was there from the beginning, just for the fact that there's a lot of questions like why is Jerry with Ezekiel like this whole time? Like, why has he been there this whole time? And I feel like it wouldn't just be some new. Granted, you know, you have Carol and Morgan, but I don't think the people that were at the kingdom were going to be new. I think whoever is his closest people were there the longest.
Yeah.
I think they talk about when Benjamin talks about how his father died, like with a lot of them. I think Jerry was there as well. I think it was Jerry, Ezekiel, Benjamin's dad, who watched him die, and both of them taking on that kind of responsibility.
Nice. Very nice. Good answer. Let me see. I'm going to ask. Okay. Kind of touched on this one. How do you think Jerry feels about Rick and his group? Do you think Jerry blames Rick for dragging Kingdom into the war?
No. I think the kingdom is very much will hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
What made them? They full on made the agreement. I don't think they wouldn't blame them.
Okay. Linda wants to know favorite episode so far of The Walking Dead.
From
I guess maybe just your favorite overall. Like, which one have you liked the most, or?
My favorite. I do love the pilot. I mean, the pilot is so good.
Yeah, it really is.
Then there was. I like the season 6 mid-season finale a lot. When Alexandria took back the town. Oh, geez. The flowers episode. I like. Oh God, there's so many moments. I mean, in season 4 when Herschel's like going around and like, I'll take the long way around, like that song.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get them all. You're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. You know, I love that episode, and just Herschel doing his superhero moment, saving people. Like everyone has their moment.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be all emotional.
I was thinking about Herschel and the fucking Spaghetti Tuesday.
You guys hear this? He's crying. Look at it.
I was thinking about Herschel and the Spaghetti Tuesday shit. I don't know. It just popped into my head.
Just what he went through, and just like how some people, they have a moment where like they're turning up with guns, they're doing a cool thing, and his is just saving people and keeping alive for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, Herschel's a great example of telling people exactly what they need to hear. I mean, when people were dying, he didn't go, "Oh, another one died." He put on he put on a lie as well, or he just
Right.
didn't. He just made people not think about it.
Okay.
I think you would have. Thinking about it, I think you would. Yeah, I think you would totally get what Ezekiel was doing.
All right, so we'll make this one the last one, so you can get to lifting.
Yes.
Stitch wants to know: do you think Jerry will try to escape from the Saviors, or do you think Carol will try to rescue them?
I think Jerry would not want anyone to risk themselves for him.
Yeah.
So he would try his best to escape, or slow something down, slow the roll in some way. But yeah, no, Jerry. I don't think he would want anyone to risk themselves for him. My thoughts.
All right, so don't risk your life to save me. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Might die trying to do so, but don't waste the resources on kind of thing.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, I can roll with that. I can see Jerry being that kind of guy, obviously.
Yeah.
That's how he rolls. He's a big dude. He wants to handle himself.
I just don't think he's gonna make someone do something that's unsafe for them.
Yeah. It's the way it should be. It's called owning up in the apocalypse,
Yeah.
So
Owning up the apocalypse.
all right, everybody. We're going to let Cooper go. He's got some wait, hold on. Did you rip the sleeves off the Beast Mode shirt? I told you to train dirty in that shirt. I want you to train dirty in the shirt, rip it to shreds, and just be like, the shirt wasn't durable enough for me, guys. Like, I went beast mode in it and destroyed it.
I'll send you a photo.
Yeah, but we want to thank you. Thank you for being here, spending time with everybody. Guys, thank you for your amazing questions. Cooper, you could say goodnight to everybody, all that good stuff.
Yeah, thank you guys. I definitely saw a lot of Twitter posts about me getting on here. I'm glad I did it. It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for being so nice to Jerry and me. It's been as always, it's just such an incredible experience. I guess we're only we're
like 20
less,
days away?
Yeah,
20
less than
days.
3 weeks. Yeah,
20 days, man. 20 days, and we get to see what the hell's going on.
I know. I'm confused. I need to know.
I need more.
You just a smidgen more than we do, I think. Not a lot, like maybe half a cup.
Maybe. Probably not that.
Yeah, that's what we hear all the time. Everybody, if you want to see this man, he will be at Walker Stalker Chicago coming up in April. And then, do you have anything else in between now and April?
Yeah, I'm going to. I've got a few things. I guess would it make sense? I mean, should I just post these things on my Facebook page?
Absolutely.
I guess I should do that. I'm so bad at social media stuff. Instagram I like doing because I just think there's so many things that are funny and need captions.
I'll tell you what. If you want to share it, you can. We'll gladly do free publicity for you. If you want, be like, guys, do me a favor. Could you kick this around for me? And we'll send it out there for the Twitter world, Facebook world, Instagram world, whatever you want.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We do it for everybody.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I got some stuff coming up. I'll put it on my Facebook and then I'll let you guys know. So you tell the folks.
Absolutely. Sounds good. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here once again. We will talk to you guys later. Cooper, give me one more minute as soon as we stop going live.
You got it.
All right, everybody. Thank you again.
Later, guys.
Be safe. Stay beast mode.
And why?
We'll let that go, and then we'll shut this down. Oh, man.
I really need to write an email to YouTube that they need to put
Just an end stream.
an end stream button on the live chat instead of me having to go to 4 different pages.